one of your mantras is prepare for failure,
Yeah.
which is pretty much the entire mantra of NASA and astronauts, right? That's what you do more so than anyone has a comprehension of. I think the movie Apollo 13 did a bit of justice to that, because I think you got to see, you know, the preparation, and I think you got to see some of the teamwork, and we can talk about that a little bit later, but you prepare for failure. You make redundancies upon redundancies upon redundancies.
Sure.
You train yourself. That's really what an astronaut's about, right?
Well, in my experience, things hardly ever go perfectly, even if you want them to. Stuff goes wrong. That's just life. You know, stuff goes wrong. You're trying to make it to a meeting and there's traffic, or you have a flat tire. The odds are pretty high that you're going to have a flat tire, or you're going to get stuck in traffic, or something. But we call that going wrong. I think it's sort of just going normal. You know, I don't know why we call it wrong. So, but reality is, how do you prepare for the things that are liable to go wrong? That's what life kind of is when things happen, how ready were you to deal with them? Or did they just derail your plans and what you were hoping to do with your life? And it can be as simple as, okay, if you get a flat tire, do you actually know how to change a tire? Have you checked the spare tire in your car? Do you have that weird little funny locking thing that undoes the locking hub that kept someone from stealing your tire, or not? Or is it in the glove box, or is it something you lost years ago? And did you have the jack and the mechanical skill, or do you have some automobile association, or what plans do you have? And it's not like you need to invest a huge amount of your life getting ready for that. One time you can say, at some point in my life, I'm going to have a flat tire with this car. Let's just take the next 5 minutes and go make sure I got everything I need, and go through, open up the boot, the trunk, have a look, figure it out, yep, I can do this, I can do it. Geez, I don't have a jack. Okay, I need to get a jack. Get the jack. And then for the rest of the time you're driving your car, you can go, I don't want to have a flat tire, but I might someday. If I do, I got everything I need, I know how to do it, fine. And then move on to the next thing. And I sort of treat everything in my life as that potential flat tire, and I try and use the time available beforehand to be ready for it. And to me then, I'm not driving through life going, man, I hope I don't have a flat tire because I have no idea what to do, which I think just gives you an ulcer. I would much rather go through life saying, if this problem pops up, I know what to do. And when I think of some other problem that might pop up, I'm going to spend the time I got to get ready for that. And I think you appreciate life more then. You're not just driving through life all tensed up and nervous at the things that you don't know what to do. And you have sort of a calm and a confidence, so that then you notice the nuance of what's happening around you. I prefer life that way. And it's really good on a spaceship on the day that you're blinded by your spacesuit.
Yeah. It's really good on a spaceship. You know, you're a musician. You're a very accomplished musician. And I just watched your latest video on your YouTube channel. It's fantastic.
Thanks.
And I remember watching a documentary with Jack White of the White Stripes.
Yep.
And he said that...
I play one of his songs. I love that.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Which one?
We played it in the band. I forget the name right now.
We'll come back to you. In the documentary, he says, sometimes I like to stick the keyboard, 2 steps further than I had planned to keep it, because I know that when I have to run over there, I'm going to miss a beat, and it's not going to be what I planned, and so something creative happens. And so it's funny, when I went to MIT, there's no music department, there's no art department, and it's kind of like you're an engineer, and the other people down the road are at Harvard or these other places. And so you being a musician and being creative, and probably a lot of musicians that are in the flow. I'm guessing your average musician probably isn't prepared for failure. But when you're in your creativity piece as a musician, do you ever think, maybe it's better if I didn't have that contingency plan, because I might find something creative happening?
Oh, I don't think the habit of being prepared changes your process of creation or creativity or invention. Or the fact that if things don't fit somehow within the scope of what you're prepared for, that now suddenly you're flummoxed and out of luck if it doesn't go somewhere within that. I think instead, just like the keyboardist in the White Stripes, it's like, I know when I get to that keyboard, I can do all sorts of different things because I practiced and I know all the chords and I know how to work all the various modulations on this thing. And if I get over to it 2 beats late, then we're going to create this music in a way nobody ever has before. And to me, that's the best part of music. The live music is never going right. It's always a recovery. It's like flying an airplane. You're never perfectly straight and level. All you're ever really doing is recovering to get back towards straight and level from what reality dealt you. And music is that way too. And what I love most about live music is when we're playing and I look around inside the band and I look at what my lead singer is doing or what the bass player is doing and realize no one has ever done it this way because of the randomness, the news, the monitor failed, or his jack came unplugged for a second, and now we got to cover for him for a second, or the lead singer forgot that verse, and now suddenly we're into the chorus here, and that's okay. Everyone's fine with that. It's just music, but then the way the song comes out then is both unique and beautiful to us.
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonreelacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media, log in and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Reel, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonreelacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.